Hey everybody, well, it is mid-March. Winter's been an absolute joke. I did try to record something earlier in the winter, but I was having an issue where my camera kept shutting off. It was like 10 degrees. I was doing one of the high peaks. So we're just going to do a hike up Black Mountain today. That's the highest point in Washington County. So if you're a high pointer for counties, you'd be coming here if you're doing New York. So right now it's about 35 degrees, a little bit, actually probably about normal, probably a little below it, but the winter's just been so warm, so there's like not much in the way of snow anywhere right now. I do have my spikes with me. There's probably some ice and stuff towards the top, but I don't think it's gonna be too bad. So very mild gain to start off here. I've done this trail a couple times, but it's been a long time. I will say that I do prefer the summit view from Buck over this, mainly just because there's like a cell tower thing at the top of here, but you still get a really good view of Lake George. This is pretty wide here too because it's a fire access road, so that explains why you can kind of see a little bit of wheel ruts from a truck coming up here. So now we're playing one of the Great Adirondack pastimes of guess how deep this mud puddle is. As I've mentioned in a lot of my other videos, as much as it sucks, it really is best to just go through it. It's just going to create a lot of trail erosion if you were to go along here and all that. This would all get worn in and everything would spread out and this would just become a giant bog. So as much as it sucks, it's just part of the experience. All right, so we've got kind of some running water. I'm actually just gonna hop over it here, but I'll tell you what, to any Bill's Mafia just like me who hikes, two things that are real: mud season and the salary cap. So really, I have not hiked this trail in a long time. There's just so many mountains to hike. I have a lot of hobbies, you know, work full-time, all that, and I never want to hike a mountain too much to the point where it becomes not special. So I honestly don't remember much of this trail at all. We really haven't gained like any elevation, at least it feels like. I don't know if that's because I'm more used to high peaks now, but you know, it kind of just feels like, besides for coming in, we've been relatively flat the entire time. But that also means that towards the end it's going to be a lot more of an actual mountain. I did forget my trekking poles, so that's not ideal, but this isn't really that crucial of a mountain that I'll need them on here. So, and I hiked for a very long time without trekking poles, even doing quite a few of the high peaks without them, till I finally got into them once I started doing some of the tougher ones. So we'll be good. New development, viewers. Now we have frozen mud. I guess that's kind of an upgrade, but I don't know. Let's find out. Oh boy. Well, I knew it was going to be like this today. Just hadn't been on a good hike in a little while, so. Oof. All right, there we go. We're good. I just want to make sure my boots stay on and I don't face plant, and we'll be good. But I'm used to this kind of stuff, so. Nope. All right, let's follow your own rules about trail erosion here. Oh boy. Up ahead looks better. So you can see in front of us, that's what we're going up. I saw a decent view of that little cell tower thing I was talking about earlier, but I didn't think the camera would capture it, so I didn't really bother recording it. But surprise, no surprise at all actually, we have some more mud here to navigate before going up that. All right, there's some blowdown. Not terrible getting around it though. sure in a couple of weeks DEC will be through here and cutting this up. Well, would you look at that? We got ourselves a little bit of a change in season here. Pretty decent snow. There are a couple flurries. I don't think they were even really visible on camera at the base of the mountain here. But yeah, we've definitely got a little bit of snow going here. All right, just kind of planning out the route a little bit here. Got ice, running water. Again, I do have my spikes with me, but I don't like to throw them on if I really don't need to, especially on all this exposed stuff. It can really wear the metal down, and that makes them not very grippy. All right, this actually is not bad. It's one of those things where it looks a lot worse than it is. All right, so now we're getting to a section of semi-continuous ice here. But every time I think, you know what, it's time for me to put the micro spikes on, I come across something exposed. So I don't know, we'll see. We're at like the final couple hundred feet here of the mountain. If nothing else, I'll probably put them on the way down, especially since I didn't bring trekking poles. But we're not in like any danger or anything like that. It's just, it's definitely slowing me down a little bit here. Woo! Like right up there, I don't want to take spikes for that and wear them out prematurely. All right, I think here we're gonna put the spikes on. So, Catula brand micro spikes. Obviously I have like 29 subscribers. I don't have any sponsorship or pro deal or anything like that, nor do I think that'll ever happen, but definitely recommend these nonetheless. Bonus points to them too for being fun to say, but if you're not familiar with these are basically a hiking cheat code when you've got icy conditions. This is what I mean by the cheat code. I mean, this is stuff I wouldn't even attempt to walk anywhere near, much less on, without spikes. And we're getting up this with no issue. And that right there is why I brought spikes. Definitely would be quite irritated had I not done that. But that's why it pays to be prepared. All right, so just getting to the summit here. I know it's not a fire tower you can climb, unfortunately. But yeah, I like this mountain, don't get me wrong. I just definitely prefer the more pure feel of Buck versus this. Oh, my poor spikes. I was really hoping there'd be some snow cover on this. All right, well, here's one of the overlooks. Actual summit's right over there. There she is, the queen. Queen of the American Lakes. That's what, I believe it was Thomas Jefferson proclaimed this lake when he first came to this area. And, I don't know actually. This may be, this might be comparable. This is actually really good. It's a lot better than I remember, honestly. It's just, you know, kind of a shame that's there. I understand that it needs to be there, but I don't know why, but either I didn't notice or I didn't remember. But there's like a memorial to somebody here. It's completely worn out. It looks like it says in memoriam of Warren J. Webster Jr. 1931, I believe, to 1985. That's what it looks like. He lies where his heart was here on Black Mountain. Guess they buried him up here somewhere? Huh, I didn't know you could do that. Especially it being state land. I'm not actually sure what the regulations are on that. Someone must have made an exception or something. All right, now we're getting to the actual summit here, and I'm just gonna walk on the grass here to try to spare my spikes. Great, here is the actual summit. Again, that overlook is much nicer. Oh, okay, this is emergency radio stuff. I thought it was cell service. Shows how much I know. So yeah, there's that. And that. Well, I guess we should stand on the rock right over here to make it official. All right, thanks for coming along and bearing with the lack of content lately. We'll be alleviating that soon, especially once fishing season improves and we get to the end of mud season. Again, this is a really early mud season. I just try and stay off a lot of stuff. Shoulder season's just really never that fun, to be honest. And, you know, to keep the trails in as good condition as we can here. So I kind of try to stay off a lot of more sensitive spots. So, you know, hopefully going to be finishing the 46 this year. So definitely keep an eye out for that, and hope to get you some good fly fishing content too coming up.